Howdy folks, welcome to another beautiful day out here in West Vancouver. It is still very early in the morning and I haven't had my first coffee yet, so forgive what I look like. It's been a busy 2 days and today is actually, I think it's day 32 of our tire van build chase, and it's exactly 15 days before we want to launch. So we've been working really hard, me and Connor, yeah. This is where we are at. Let me show you quickly. Sorry, I haven't had lots of time for videos, and I know it's a long weekend over here, but we're just working right through because, you know, what's the saying? Right now, my personal need for money outstrips my personal need for rest and relaxation and making videos and all kinds of other stuff. I just need to get this thing going so that we can get it up and running so that we can start generating an income. But it's been going well. We've been working on two main projects. The inside of the van is not, it's actually at a bit of a standstill at the moment, specifically because of the long weekend. We fitted everything, we tested it, it works. We did a tire change in the van, so it's all good. What we need to do now is we need to fit the floor of we need to fit the equipment in the van, and I have decided to rather go with a professional. So I've asked a couple of companies for quotes. You know, it's less about me worrying that we're not going to fit it properly and more about me worrying that we need to make sure that it's fitted according to whatever rules Transport Canada has. You know, I'm just looking at some of this and I'm wondering, it's actually kind of funny. I was saying to Connor, so from what I can ascertain, the rules are you need to have a 1/4 inch thick steel plate at the bottom of the floor. That's a flange, and you know, I'm working on that thing, that bracket, which is super strong. I mean, that bloody thing, you can tell, you can pick up the van on it once that's installed. And then we're bolting the tire machine to that. So you have to have the strong thing at the bottom of your floor of your van to make sure your tire machine stays in place. But then I look at the tire machine, it's got legs that's made out of like a freaking 3mm steel, that's the base, and it's welded on a couple of places. So as I said to Connor, is, you know, if you are in an accident, the brackets and everything and the feet of the tire machine is going to stay exactly where they are, and the rest of the tire machine is just going to come through. So you know, it's one of those things that seems a little bit over engineered, and I'm worried that I've not got it right. I mean, that's pretty much, I guess, the thing. Remember, we work on information we can find. So yeah, I decided to, I'm looking mostly, I guess, at the guys that I ordered the floor from. Those are the guys we're going to get to mount it. I spoke to them, they said it's not a problem. So waiting for a quote and a timeline, and then we'll know. In the meantime, we've worked on a couple of things. We've made some progress on the outside of the van and on some other stuff. One of the most important things I got done is, and obviously I left it too late, man. You know, there's 3 prongs to this. Well, I suppose, hang on a second. We have to have the van ready. We have to have the business and everything else ready and registered and licensed and everything. Actually, there's 4 prongs. And we have to make sure we know how to, we know everything there is to know about fitting tires. And then the 4th one is we need to have the marketing ready, because it's all fine and well if we launch on the 15th, but we don't have any clients. That's not going to help us much. So basically, that's the one I left a little bit late. We're working on the business side of things. I've got a couple of people that's going to help us with training. I signed up for the Tire Association, Tire whatever, Western Canada Tire something, and they do training. So we can learn there, we can get our qualifications or whatever it's needed there. So all of that is in place, but we haven't done the marketing yet, and we haven't had any specific sign-ups yet. And then yesterday, actually the day before yesterday, I started thinking about this, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, finalized what logo I'm going to use, jumped on and ordered some flyers and business cards and t-shirts and everything, and now all of it's only going to arrive like in the week before we actually launch, so it's got like a week or two to go, so that's a bit of a problem. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out the marketing. Anyway, me and Connor have set a target for ourselves to this weekend finish the branding on the outside of the van, because at least we can start with that and use it for marketing and maybe print some banners and stuff that we have, because we have the printer here. We've also been working on Dave's the King's Laundry van, and check it out. So let me show you how far we got. It's been a couple of rough days, I'm not going to lie to you. We've been working long hours. So this is actually a little canopy made out of stretched banner that goes strong flexible PVC material that's going to go on the back of his little van with the logos on the sides. It's obviously not done, but we will be finishing this one today. And then it's got a gate in the back. So yeah, that's also an interesting little project. But let me show you the van. So we are starting to get quite adept at this whole vinyl application, I can tell you that. I mean, look at the front of the van here. That's the color that it's going to be, obviously. There we go. We got the whole front done. And ta-da! We got the whole side of the van wrapped already in the grey. So it's happening, it's there. It's not 100% perfect, but the beauty of this is that it actually settles itself out, and you know, it's, what do they say, sometimes perfect is the enemy of good enough. So we are where we are. The van is coming along, and it's going to look great. And I've got the logos for I've got the vinyl for the logo, so we're going to put the logo over here. It's going to be fun and games. And there's a lot of stuff that we needed to figure out, you know, stuff like the hinges and man. Well, we're getting really good. I mean, every panel we do, we get faster and more effective. That's one thing about it. If this doesn't work out, I think me and Connor can now become vinyl applicators. So just to give you an idea, to wrap that full van, we have bought about, I think it's around about $1,300 worth of vinyl. And then obviously it's taken us basically a day and a half to get it to where it is. And I think we will be able to finish it today, obviously also because we had to learn. Now, a friend of mine had his Tesla Cybertruck wrapped, and he got a special price, and they charged him, he's in the US, and they charged him $6,000 to wrap the Tesla Cybertruck. Now I can tell you one thing, this thing is a lot bigger and a lot harder to wrap than a damn Tesla Cybertruck. Because I mean, that thing is just flat, which is so simple. So yeah, we probably saved ourselves, man, I would guess in the region of, by doing it ourselves, probably saved ourselves in the region of about $8,000 to $10,000, because that's like what I guess it will cost to wrap this full van over here. I haven't got a price, so don't quote me on that. But that's it. This is our little workspace, which hopefully will be cleaned once we're done here. Just got to get Dave's van done, got this van done, and then we can start cleaning up properly. We still need to put our pool table together. We decided that this, like I said last time, is going to be our lounge area for everybody to relax a little bit. So we got the sofa that's going to go against the wall over there, although Belinda now decided she wants that sofa, and we're taking the one inside and put it out there. And we've got the giant pool table sitting over here. We're going to twist the gym a little bit so that it fits in there. I need to figure out what to do with the bubble wrap. Maybe I'll just hang it in the roof. But yeah, it's all coming together. Suppose it looks a little bit like a suppose it looks a little bit like a mess at the moment. I'm not going to lie to you, but it is what it is. And you know, that's I got to tell you this though. Facebook Marketplace is such a cool thing. So obviously we need to wash the van before we can apply the vinyl because it needs to be very clean. So Belinda was on Facebook Marketplace and she got a guy that gave away 3 power washers. He said they weren't working. So we picked it up and I fixed the plug on one and boom, it's working. So now we've got a working power washer. I haven't actually fixed the other 2 yet, but I can't see that it's too hard to get them going too. So we got 3 power washers that we got for free off Facebook Marketplace, our giant pool table, a beautiful couch. So yeah, we're growing. Anyway, just got to keep your eyes out and get stuff done, I guess. All right, folks, that's it for this morning. I'll give you an update. The goal is to, by the end of the day, to finish this van, the outside, make sure it's completely wrapped. And I think it can be done. It's a very slow job, though. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not something that just happens. You like it. Oh man, it takes time. It really does. But I suppose it's a lot like life, you know. I was saying to Connor yesterday, sorry, now I'm talking further and I was about to say goodbye. Anyway, I was saying to Connor yesterday, you know, vinyl application is a lot like life, because what you do is you start with this giant panel, you hold it over here, and you just start somewhere. And you start working it out everywhere. You work your way out. And then you screw it up and you pull it off pieces and you start over. You know, it's a lot like life. Like I said, you just, whatever you got to do, you just got to start and work at it. And sometimes you're going to run into a problem that you see you can't fix, and then you got to backtrack and pull it all off and start on another side and work it in a different direction. And you just got to be patient and just work at it. It's one thing vinyl application teaches you. It's patience. That I can tell you. Unless, of course, we're doing it wrong. But then, you know. All right, folks. You'll have an absolutely beautiful Sunday. It is the end of August 2025. It's a Sunday. And it's a work day, because it has to be. All right. Cheers.